Welcome, Danielle. I'm so glad that you're here with us.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, I'm really excited to chat with you, Anna.
Yay. Okay, so I wanted to preface this too because one of the best things I did when I was changing careers was diving in, hearing success stories from other women who are doing what I dreamed of doing. So everyone right now, if you are multitasking right now, listen so very closely to Danielle because what she's about to share are really steps that you can take as well and secrets for what is making other ambitious women successful. So here are these actions she took and how she made really that dream job happen. So Danielle, thank you again, and tell us, first just tell us where you're from. Give us the little basics here.
Yeah, so I live in San Diego, and I've been working here since I graduated from college at Point Loma Nazarene.
Yes, awesome. Okay, so then give us the because I know I talked with you before you started Love Your Career Formula, but tell us a little bit more about where you were before the program started.
Yeah, so I started my career in kind of a hybrid marketing and sales role for a licensing company, and I love the interaction that I got with the brand managers, and I love the marketing that I got to do, and I really enjoyed how I got to see a product go from just an idea all the way through to seeing it on the shelves when I walked through Target. So I worked there for a while, and then I went into a straight sales position, and I worked at a software sales company for a couple of years, and they made the decision that they were going to be moving their entire sales force to Texas. And so I for a while was really contemplating moving there, and I really thought, well, maybe this is, a good idea for my career, even though it really wasn't something that I actually wanted for myself, and I wasn't super happy in my job as it was, but I kind of told myself, well, maybe it'll open up other opportunities for me within the company that I wasn't all that passionate about, so maybe, I should do this, and that's some of the things that some of the executives at my old company were telling me is just that, we have other opportunities for you here. And so I was really kind of confused about what I should do.
Yeah, I remember for some reason, and I think it's because maybe we're both in San Diego, but I specifically remember our conversation and how, how sad you were that your company was moving and transferring. And so then you joined Love Your Career Formula, and tell us, what did you find the most valuable in the program?
Yeah, so once I decided that I wasn't super passionate about what I was doing and I wanted to try something new, I came across Honest Formula, and I just felt like, you know what, I know I have 4 months until my company is literally picking up and moving to Texas, and it was just about the same amount of time that the program lasted, so 90 days, and I just thought, you know what, how great would it be to have something lined up and something that's going to get me back on track with something that I really like and really aligns well with my skill set. So for me, I was willing to make an investment in adding some structure to my search, adding some things, some checks to my search too, because I think, when you get into the mindset of like, gosh, I'm miserable, I just need to get out of here. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, I just need to get out of this job. That's a recipe for more, disappointment down the road, getting into potentially another job where you're going to feel stuck. And so I love that we started at square one with, okay, where are you strong? What do you want? What do your dreams look like? What do you want your life to look like? So I was able to kind of get more in touch with big picture what I wanted so that I could say no to jobs that were, lucrative or could be good in the short term, but weren't ultimately in line with what my desires were and my goals were for my career.
I love that. Yeah, that's the most important part is like starting at the beginning instead of just like jumping to another job you're going to get stuck in too. So yeah. And then tell us where you are now.
So I accepted a job with an advertising agency that does social media. So one of the things that I wanted to do is really understand social as a strategy because ultimately I'd like to be an entrepreneur. And so So right now I'm working on the account side, so managing accounts for companies like NBC and Warner Brothers and Mattel Toys and even Red Bull. So it's been a cool opportunity for me to get some contact with those brands, figure out how they think about their marketing. And the agency that I chose to go with is on the cutting edge of social media. They're working with big brands and doing disruptive work in this space. And so it's been really cool for me to be able to work with those types of people and start to think about, okay, well, when I start my own business, how do I want to approach social as one of my marketing channels? And I've also really liked this job because it is a remote position so that I can work from San Diego, which is the city that I love. But it allows me to travel quite a bit. So I can go home and work from my mom's house or my dad's house and spend time with my family in between. So I have a lot of freedom right now with where I work, and I'm really learning about myself too, that's something that I really value. I like to be able to go where I want, when I want, and work from anywhere that has an internet connection. And so I'm not someone that really thrives on routine, and now my setup, I really do have the opportunity to explore that and get used to that, and that'll probably be a big part of what I do when I launch my business.
And I want everyone to really, really listen to Danielle when she talks, listen to how well she knows about herself. You can tell that she's done so much self-assessment. I think a lot of it was in the program. Obviously, you've done some since then too, but that's so important, is just to really understand your interests, your motivations, and the work environment, your ideal work day, and that's what allowed you to be able to make the choice, because I think you did say you had multiple job offers, to be able to make the choice of that best career. And then I'm going to shout out to you too, because you told me you found a job within a month and a half too. Am I right?
Yep.
Yay! Yeah. So that is awesome. That's so exciting. So you said 90 days, but you even beat your own deadline too. So that's why I invited you here. I wanted everyone to hear that too. So now where you're at right now, what would you say to someone who is thinking about joining the program?
I would say that to really ask yourself, are you going to do it by yourself? Because I think that a lot of people, they are held back because they're like, oh, I don't know if this is, the best way for me to, get a new job, or I don't know if it's going to work or not. And I think I knew myself well enough that, I say yes to a lot of different things. And if I didn't have the accountability and the structure to go about my search, it wasn't going to happen for me, and I wasn't going to be approaching it with the right perspective. So I just appreciated, Anna said to me on one of the calls, we were talking about searching for jobs online and things like that. And Anna said, Danielle, I know you are going to look for jobs online, but your biggest focus, you're my social butterfly. You need to go network, and you need to go meet people, and that is how you are going to find your job. And you know what? She was absolutely right. That is how I found my job. I had 3 interviews on the same day. I got advanced in all 3 of them to the next round of interviews, and one ultimately gave me an offer that I accepted. But all 3 of those were because of people within my network that knew me, that knew what I would be good at, and could, help me get an interview and move the process along more quickly. So I think working with a coach that has done it before, that is going to give you some structure and ways to frame your search, is so, so helpful. And 90 days is a short enough period of time where you get traction, and a long enough period of time where you can take a little bit of a step back and see the big picture. And some of my girlfriends that were in the same place as me when I started my search, I said to them, hey, I'm doing this awesome program. I'm working with a career coach, and I'm going through this process. And the ones that didn't choose to do the program with me, it's been almost a year and a half, and they are still in the same exact job. They are burnt out. They are exhausted every day and dreading going to work. And I'm not. I'm in a new position, and I'm making movements forward in both building my business, and I'm in a new career. So
love it. I'm so proud. And the other thing I love about what you just said too is that you are making that, you're taking the baby steps. So you know, there's a bigger dream business that you want to start too, but you're like working towards that every day. So you didn't, you might not find like the one, but it's still going to always lead you into that dream. And I think that's how you figured out what your dream business was too, is just starting that process of going in that direction, taking this job, and then realizing and learning more and stuff too. So yeah, we will be staying in touch closely to make sure that you get your business launched too. So congratulations, Danielle. Thank you so much for being here and inspiring another group of ambitious women to truly make their dreams happen as well. Thank you for being here. Any last words?
I just think go for it. If it's truly what you want, make the investment in yourself, because it's not going to help you just with the next job. It's going to help the way that you think about, your greater career. It's not just for the immediate, although it will be a great way for you to get some really immediate traction. So Anna's the best. I think she's awesome.
Thank you. Awesome. Okay, well, I love talking with people, but we're gonna move on here. We're gonna get to some Q&A, and we're gonna talk to everyone else too. But thanks, Danielle. Keep striving to your business success. I can't wait to hear more. I bet you all have her on like a year from now, and she'll be talking about her business success now too. So I hope everyone. Bye, Danielle.